TDA Couture was the first business in Nigeria that started giving people their clothes same day.
How do you build a brand people don't just wear but identify with?
Not to package you, TDA was an experiment. TDA was a call to action. TDA was a call to become, a call to duty.
There are plenty of brands people like, but there are fewer people feel genuinely connected to. And I think TDA is definitely one of those brands.
We built a brand where we were delivering value. Now, beyond delivering value, we put a personality behind the brand. A brand that speaks excellence. A brand that speaks humanity.
How do you keep that up?
The best billboard is good product. Just serve your clients well.
I had one question sitting in my mind for a few years now. How do you build a brand people don't just wear but identify with? And every time I've asked myself that question, I've come back to this one brand, and that's TDA. I've observed this brand for years, first as a fan, then as a strategist. And the more I studied it, the more intrigued I became, because at the forefront of one of Africa's strongest identity brands is an engineer. On this episode, we are logged in with the Dare Aliu. Dare, welcome to Branding Book Club.
What an intro. I didn't even know that part of myself. But, yeah, I'm grateful. Hi, Dola. Hi. How are you? I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can hear you very clearly.
Yeah. Thank you for your patience. I do a little too much. You know, when you say you're doing too much, sometimes people think it's an insult. No, it's not an insult. I'm actually doing a little too much that
Are you proud of it?
I mixed up a little bit of our timing. But I'm here. I'm happy to be here. And thank you for such a flattering introduction. We are a work in progress. Hi.
Well, the truth, I wasn't trying to flatter you. I was just stating facts, and you know
Appreciate
it. Thank you
Appreciate
so much. I know you're very busy, so I appreciate you taking the time.
My pleasure.
So we'll just get right into it. Personally, when I think of TDA the brand and TDA the man, two words come to mind, and that's grace and grit, in that order. And one thing that feels surprisingly clear to me is that your experiences, your values, and your mindset, they seem to shape not just how you've built TDA, but how you continue to approach everything around the group. So I'd like to start there and actually peel back the layers a little bit, and start with this question. What experiences, values, or moments in your life do you think have shaped the way you build and the way you think when it comes to TDA?
What experiences? This question is so multi-layered. I don't even know where to start from. But so one thing about me that I should tell you, anyway you hear me speak, I never prepare, because I like to speak from the heart. I like to speak from what is real. What I'm hearing from you is, what are the experiences that have shaped me into who I am, that has become the person that is building TDA, right?
Yes, essentially, yes.
Okay. Not to package you, TDA was an experiment. TDA was a call to action. TDA was a call to become. TDA started as a call to duty. TDA started as a call to add value. TDA started as a call to provide. TDA started as a call to fatherhood. I just had my child. I felt, the income I had was not going to take me home. They say your take home pay will not take you home, that kind of thing. So I just felt like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do to augment it? And I had a tailor who wasn't really pulling his weight. And I believe income, money in this instance, is a derivative of value addition or solution provision to a problem. And I saw the opportunity as minute as it sounded then, tailoring. For me, it was just going to be a side gig. I didn't know it was going to be my main gig, So I saw an opportunity to add value there, and I took it up, and I brought my personality into it. Now, what experiences in life? I grew up in a very rough way that built empathy, that built love for people, that built love for the good things of life, which I didn't have. I wanted to have, right? That hunger, that natural hunger. So when you combine natural hunger, you combine the spirit of excellence, you combine call to action, which was fatherhood, I wanted to provide for my child, combine, I don't know, wanting to provide solution. All that is what came together, boom, and became TDA. I don't know if I answered your question.
You did to an extent because TDA is fascinating to me personally because I know your wife and she invited me to the opening of
First
the
launch.
first flagship. It wasn't even a TDA store. It was a Pink Perfection store. So I think one of those few people that came, that it was quite a lot of people actually, but the people that came that day to kind of see how the brand has evolved from
Did
that.
you come to are you speaking about the first store
Yes, the
me
first
opening
store, that one that was that
the 20,
small.
that's like 5 square meters. I get it.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Thank
That
you.
small store,
It's
like
people like you that would appreciate the growth.
that is
When you
why
saw
I was
that.
like, yeah, this is this is something I want to
Yeah.
really dive into. And you might have seen the case study that I wrote a couple of months ago.
Yes, I loved that so much. I didn't know you were behind that.
Oh,
I really
thank
loved
you.
it because it captured, doing what I do by the grace of God. I'm too laser focused that I don't think of the things people think about us. Like,
Hmm.
you think of it as branding, I think of myself as just working and building. So I'm so laser focused on delivering. I'm customer centric, customer focused, value driven, value for money driven, things like that. And I'm not thinking of all those attachments like branding, PR. I'm not thinking of it like that. I'm just building,
You're just
you know.
doing.
So when you did that, it was like, oh wow, I know people are watching, people are listening, but like, okay, this is very in-depth, but it was reassuring. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you. And I appreciate you responding and commenting on it. It's one of those posts that I was like, I'm not sure, but it was just kind of placed. It was very clear what I wanted to say because that was exactly how I felt about it, especially having seen witness
Yeah.
the brand evolve from that small store. It was just a small box
It was a
and
tiny store
it was a
to
tiny store.
Lagos, 3 buildings,
Yes.
Ghana, Tanzania, Abuja. I get it. I
Yes.
get it, and you will keep hearing me talk about God, right? I'm grateful to God because I'm not the most hardworking guy. I'm hardworking because look at my beard, everything is white. I work around the clock. My sleep hours are shorter than the average human being, but there is that grace of God element. The story is interesting. For me, the success is not even the point we are now. The success is the journey we have traveled.
Yeah.
We have traveled an interesting journey. Where we've built it from to where we are, even I don't think I dreamt of it. And we are growing even faster than I envisaged. We are going to announce some new stuff before the end of the year. And I think even for me that I'm in the middle of it, some of it is becoming mind blowing to me,
Hmm.
you know. Yeah. But go ahead, let me allow you.
No, no, no. It's I called you here. I invited you so I could listen to you. So I think that's basically how I look at it as well, and that's why in the intro I said there's just two words that come to mind: it's grace and grit, because it's the grace of God and
I
the
agree with.
it's just the sheer hard work and determination that goes behind it. And speaking of that, is I think you said one of your biggest motivations was being a father and you had just had your child. And I think that's what one of the things that brought me and Moremi, like gave us that sort of common ground. She had your daughter shortly after I had my kids.
Yeah.
So I think it was that motherhood thing that kind of brought us together. And she was always there for my children's birthday parties till we
Uh,
moved. And the last time I saw you actually was at Nadia's fifth birthday party.
are
So
you in London? Are you in
yes, I'm in
London?
the UK. I'm in Nottingham,
Okay.
not in London, but yes.
Nottingham. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to send you an invite to Nathan's fifth birthday party.
Oh my God, that would be so
Yes.
cool. Thank you.
Full circle moment.
Full circle. Oh my God, Nathan.
Yeah.
When the last time I saw him, it was a baby. They were just holding him around. I don't think it was even one then.
If Nathan was sitting here right now, he will have a full conversation with you on the topics.
I love
He
that.
is a big boy, and I am super proud of him. And you'll see him very, very soon during the summer. We'll
Yeah,
celebrate his birthday in the UK.
I look forward to it. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get back to it a little bit.
So
Um, so essentially, I kind of want to talk about the brands and the identity behind it. There are plenty of
sure.
brands people like, right? And I think this is kind of what the case study was focused on because I was literally just fascinated. That cap
Mm-hmm.
on your head, the TDA cap.
Insignia.
Yes. So
It's interesting.
there are plenty of brands people like, but there are fewer people feel genuinely connected to. And I think TDA is definitely one of those brands. And the
Okay.
question is, what do you think makes someone look at a brand and let's say look at TDA specifically and think that's me. That feels like me. Because
Yeah.
it's an identity thing, isn't it? That when people wear
Yeah.
the cap, they wear the lounge wear all over the world. Yeah, like I've seen
Yeah.
people all over the world just wearing it proudly.
Yeah.
So,
Something interesting happened during the World Cup.
hmm,
I was somewhere. I don't remember where I was. I think I was in Hong Kong, and some a gentleman, my guy, I mean, my acquaintances, just called me on video. People normally don't call me, let alone video. And I picked up, and it was in Mexico. And I'm like, what's going on? He was putting on a TDA cap. And he said, look, I met two other random people wearing TDA caps, and we have become best friends on this trip, and we are together for the next 1 week. That TDA cap was what brought us together. And, that was a moment I think answers your question. So it is just a fashion brand. So what it is in Africa, we don't rate our own people.
hmm,
When I read the story of Nike, Phil Knight, it's one of the best books I've ever read. There is nothing Phil Knight did that some of us in Lagos are not doing. We're just not in the same environment, so we don't have the same access to finance. I have never taken beyond the 2 million naira loan I used to start the business. I've never gone to any bank or investment house say give me 100 million. But these guys were accessing hundreds of millions of dollars. If you give me $20 million today, I know what I'll turn TDA to, But we thank God for where we are. So what I'm trying to point out is, look, we built a brand where we were delivering value. Now, beyond delivering value, we put a personality behind the brand, a brand that speaks excellence, a brand that speaks humanity. Like we are human. We are not just some brand with no face. There's a face behind the brand, and that's me. I'm the face behind the brand, but now it's gone beyond me. It has my wife, it has my staff. I'm telling you, people go into my office, they don't know me, they don't know who I am. Yeah, they go there, they have account of officers. My office runs like a bank. They have account officers that they have developed such bond with that if that staff is not feeling fine, they are calling the staff. How are you? Which hospital are you? Can I visit you? I have staff that people send Christmas gift to. People tip in thousands of dollars. I have staff that people, I now have a personal bond with. Because don't forget, your tailor will know when your body is bigger or is smaller, is caring for you, someone that is constantly attending to you. What you wear is important on your body, someone that is constantly making sure that you look good. You build that bond. So we've been able to build a company and a brand that almost feels like family. We're able to build a brand where you come in and you feel at home. We've been able to build a brand that almost feels like I have clients that come into my office and almost start selling for us because they already feel like they're part of the brand. So when a new person is coming and says, what materials do you have? The people don't say, oh, let me recommend one, the one you want to use. I've been using it for a while. It's this one. It's really nice. And before you know, they have gotten into conversations in my office. They meet people. I know people that have struck billionaire deals in my office. I know women that have met men in my office. I know men that have met women in my office, and they become lifelong friends or whatever it is, right? So it feels like a community, feels like home. And when you now have a good product like a face cap, because I mean, almost everyone wears caps now, right? You now have a good product. I must tell you, with all sense of humility, the product is fantastic. You know, it was my marketing budget for year 2023 or 4 that I just said, you know what, instead of putting money on billboards, even though I still ended up doing it, or doing influencer and everything, let me just make caps. I mean, there are a lot of firsts, and I am usually careful when I say this thing. We're the first Nigerian brand to start openly saying we'll give you your clothes in 24 hours. Before we came on board, that was risky to say. This whole cap thing everyone is doing now, we started it. I mean, I'm sure some brands have tried it in some other way, but we started it on this scale, and I'm very okay. The more the merrier, right? So you have a good product that has spirit of excellence, a product that's from a place that feels like family, a product that it's actually now becoming more cult-like. Like if you wear a TDA cap and you're at the airport, more than likely you see someone else that is wearing TDA. It's a conversation starter. If you go to the club, you see someone else that is wearing a TDA hat. For us, it was marketing budget, but eventually it became a product of pride. Now we've had over like 20 variations of it. Now it is clients that are telling us what they want to see. Let me give you an example. I'm going to pick my phone and show you an example. I have a friend who goes to the gym every day. Yeah? Do you know what he did? He told me, sorry, I'm talking, but I'm going to show you. He told me, Dare, I have an idea for you. I go to the gym all the time, but there is no TDA cap that is meant for gym. That people wear it to the gym, people wear the caps to the gym, but there is a way gym caps are.
The fabric
They
is
have
different.
the fabric is different. He told me this when maybe like three weeks ago. or So I'm about to show you something. Look, I sent it to him that I have done a TDA gym cap. Now, when I say TDA gym cap, let me show you. So the moment I showed him, what did he say? He said, Mr. Talk and do. See, he said, Mr. Talk and do. What does that mean? I've now gone to the point where I'm responding to what the market is requesting. Penny by TDA now, we have now gone ahead now to start to respond to our HNI clients that are playing golf. We started bringing out golf attires. So we are also just responding to the market, but making sure that we are doing it well, making sure that we are doing it with people in mind, making sure that we are doing it in a way that people would actually enjoy the product, not just doing it because we feel like. So you can see.
Wow. Is the speed that you use to move?
Yes. So speed to market. You must execute fast. Maybe that's why my beards are white, because I'm always on it. If you and I discuss something on this call, on this interview now, you'll be shocked that by tomorrow I've activated it. That's my job.
There's nothing. I have done my research. I've been like, so just kind of seeing what people say about you is the recurring theme of he has already done it. We literally just had the conversation yesterday. We've already done it, and obviously that involves a lot of process. Like the system that you've built is just amazing to see, because the
Thank you
speed
so much.
at which you're able to execute all of these things.
Thank you
And
so much.
the question is, because I think a lot of brands, even the bigger brands, I've seen Nike. I was just doing a sort of case study on them this week, and the bigger brands, legacy brands, some of them struggle with keeping that identity as they scale.
Yeah.
How have you been able to do that? Because you said that, and how do you keep that up? Because you said that everyone that comes into your store, everyone that has any sort of interaction with your brand feels like family. They feel that they have that intimate relationship almost, with the tailors. And the brand is only getting bigger and bigger. You have Pink Perfection, you have TKO, you have partnerships, you're all over the place and you're hardly in one place. How are you able to do that? How, like,
So,
just to know.
So I'll take this as a mentorship class. So TDA started 2018. Well, I registered January, but we started business in February. I wrote in my book about how I was in church 31st night and I heard four things, which is when you want to start a business. No, I mean that everyone at some point, you're going to have to be a businessman in your life, whether you like it or not, whether it is early in life, whether it is later in life, at some point you are going to be a business person, right? Now, what does it really take to be a business person? If you look at the date on this, it is January 1st, 2018. That means I maintained the date on this thing. What does it say? You have to have a coach. A coach is not someone you go and batter, you can't be disturbing, you can't be disturbing. I have people that I coach and they've never met me. What do you do? They read my book, they watch my interviews, they read my LinkedIn post, and it's enough. You don't have to invent the post. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Find people that are already where you are and just watch what they did and then do it better. Do it more effectively. So I'm coaching people that I've never even met. Now, the second thing is that you need a team. You need a machinery. People that can move your ministry forward. Ministry here means your business forward. What does it take? This is answering to your question now. What does it take to have people that move your ministry forward? First and foremost is hire right, right? The first job of a CEO is actually HR. HR here is not human resources, hiring right. You hire the right people. If out of 10 people you hire, 3 are misbehaving and 7, concentrate on the 7, let 3 go. Hire fast, fire fast. I'm not very good at hiring fast and firing fast. I hire people and I keep them longer than the people that are working around me that you fire. The only thing that you yourself, you will notice, I'm not promoting you. I'm not having a lot of conversations with you. I'm not giving you a task. I'm just paying you salary. Eventually, even you will go. But the 7, I would replicate myself in them. That spirit of excellence is replicatable. Trust me, I've seen it across board. I have people that came in as cleaners, the head of department in my office now. Because spirit of excellence that I replicate, that I tried to download to them, they took it down. They took it into themselves. And you can see, I don't want to mention some of my departmental heads so that you don't know the ones that came in as cleaners. But when you speak to them, you think you're speaking to Dare Aliu. So I also make sure, in fact, just reminded me there's someone that I need to do something big for. Just clocked to my mind because she's been amazing. So you also make sure that the people that are building with you, you let them know that you care for them. Pay them well, pay them on time, give them the extras. As the company is going, let them grow. I'm talking professionally, personally, responsibility-wise, because people actually love responsibilities. Can I actually tell you, people love responsibility because that means you are giving them the opportunity to expand their capacity. You are giving them the opportunity to actually showcase what they can do. You are telling them that your bowl is now bigger. Increase your bowl for more water. So when you expand people's responsibility, don't forget it also comes eventually with more money, more income, more value addition, more. So I've been able to build a ministry. I've been able to build a ministry that is manned by people who have now understood me, who know what I stand for, who have been able to imbibe the spirit of excellence, cultivate the culture of effectiveness. Like my pastor says, we're not trying to be popular. We're trying to be effective. The business will speak for itself. The product, the way we deliver will speak for itself. All these billboard PR, I believe is the best way to build a brand. Best way to build a brand is actually to give amazing service, amazing product. People are the best sellers of your product. People speak about me in rooms I'm not. People speak about me both because of what I've done for them. I'll give you an example. One of my biggest business advocates in TDA But he's a gentleman that 4 years ago, one of my staff made his agbada and his cap, gave the agbada to his driver, but forgot to put the cap inside. He traveled to Ibadan on Friday for an event, for a wedding. Called me at 8:30 p.m., very angry, around 9 p.m., very angry that they didn't put his cap. What's he going to wear? He's going to look weird. Da, da, da. I said, sir, you know one thing. You know if you bring a problem to me, it will always be solved, right? He said, yes. So this will not be the first that I will not resolve. What's the name of your hotel? I can never forget in Ibadan. He said, D. Rovans or something like that. No problem. No problem. He said, but my event starts at 10. I said, sir, you know when you bring a problem to me, it's resolved, right? Leave it with me. The next morning, 7 a.m., I jumped in my car myself for a cab that was 5,000 naira. In fact, I think that time cap was 3,000 naira. I probably burned fuel of 25K. I traveled to Ibadan. By 9 a.m., I gave him his heart. Love of people, love of the brand, obsession for excellence. By the time I gave him the cap, he has probably brought me over 100 clients. He has not stopped talking about that single incident. That is more effective than billboard. I'm just trying to say this is how we build a brand. And then the same attitude is how I deal with my staff, make sure that if I notice that you're not good, what's the issue? How can I be there for you? They know if you lose someone in my office, there's nothing like policy. Mr. Dare Aliu himself will come through for you. I will support you, you and your family. Send money to some of my staff's moms and just let them know that you are there for them. People will do more for you if they know that you are there for them. Because everybody wants to belong. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be honored. Everybody wants to be celebrated. Everybody wants to be respected. So accumulate all that and hand over to your staff. You have staff that will do. I've not been to my offices today. And they've done very well today. I mean, I've been speaking to all my offices. Yeah, I'm always traveling because the brand is horizontally expanding. We're expanding aggressively. There's only so much time I have to be active. See my beard, everywhere is white. Before you know, everywhere will be white now. I just want to chill, but it's also because I have people in the system who have taken upon themselves to be responsible. And in fact, I've started becoming a liability to the business. In the sense that when I'm there, my friends, I love them and everything. They come around. The kappa could be full, but we are just chilling, gisting, drinking, eating. Meanwhile, if I wasn't there, they're there to do business. They get out. When I'm there, my friends and people that have known me for a while, we've been in this business for a while, give us discounts. When I'm not there, they go straight to business and they do their businesses and leave. So I started becoming a problem to the business. When I enter the building, my staff sometimes like, oh my God, he has come. Now everybody wants a discount because I'm a nice guy. So I usually want to, sometimes I draw the line. I draw the line. But yeah, that's how we are building TDA.
Yeah. I think the biggest, the deepest thing for me is basically everything you said is your identity and essence has essentially become the identity and essence of TDA.
Yeah.
From how you've built it from the ground up, how you've trained your people, the products. And I completely agree with you. It's something I've always said. There are 4 P's in marketing. There's product, price, promotion, place. Products, in my opinion. Oh, go ahead.
Let me learn from you. We're in a marketing book. Let me learn from you, please. 4 P's. 4 P's. Let me try if I'm still let me see if I'm still
Mr. Harvard, are you whining me?
Products. But Harvard cannot teach me everything I don't know. Product, price, promotion,
place, and promotion.
When you say place, what do you mean?
It's kind of like your store where you are available, where people interact with you. So that's online.
You mean your location. So let me tell you.
Yeah.
I am writing my next book already. Yeah. I'm writing my next book because thanks to God, I've been a part of the success of at least 8 to 9 businesses that have gone from, say, 40 million, 50 million a year to making billions now. Because there is a template to money. There is a template to success in the African SME space. I've been able to kind of hack it. I've been able to understand it. And what I'm doing, and I'm putting the template in the book. so that I can help more people. Like we say, democratizing prosperity. Try to do my best. That's in fact, see, it's written right here. Making prosperity common.
Oh, I love that. That's a hell of a name.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm working on now. That's what I'm working on now. So location, you are actually right. 4 P's: products, TDA, I'll tick, even though we are working in process. Price, we're the most affordable. Place, I'll say location. Promotion, what does that mean?
So it's all the marketing activities that go into.
So you see these 4 P's that you are calling 4 P's. If I open my new book and read it, let me tell you how it's stacked up in my book. Because in my book, just not stated like this. First one here, you said product, is that I'm saying make sure that you're adding value.
Yes.
If you're adding value, your product should be better than you met it. Yeah? Value-based service and product. That's what I mean in my own book. Number 2, price, affordability. I preach affordability. What you cannot afford, why are you necessarily selling? Like what your friends and family cannot afford, why cannot sell? That's why even raising money, first point is friends and family. Yeah? What you are selling, let your friends and family be able to even afford it. But somehow, let your price be a little below market value, market rate. Because how do you bait customers? How do you bring in clients? Be affordable. Be a little bit more affordable. It's a strategy. Affordability is a strategy. Greed is not good. And it's a numbers game. Cash flow is more important than revenue. The more you sell, the more marketing agents you have. Every client is a marketing agent. Yes. The more clothes. So, I started sewing at 10K and some people used to insult me. I said, okay, no problem. Now I have 3,000 people wearing my clothes. If 1,000 are marketing me, do the math. Unlike anyway, don't let me go into that so that it's not personal. Place in my book is location. So I didn't put that as place. But you could have went to Stanford. I get why you say copies. Then promotion. In my book, I put it as own and tell. You must tell your story. That's why you see the builders in town now. Everybody's storytelling. When we started storytelling, we're insulted. I beg, you're always posting, you're always this. It was okay. We chopped the insult well. Oh, we were insulted. Were we insulted? We were insulted. We were insulted. But guess what? The results cancel insult. We thank God. We understood it early that you need to own and tell your story. Because think about it. Why are we advertising? Is it not to grab attention? Right? So why are business owners shy to put their business? I carry my business on my head. The cap I'm wearing is TDA, the shirt I'm wearing is TDA. The cap I'm wearing is TDA, the shirt I'm wearing is TDA, the pants I'm wearing is TDA. Sometimes I wear TDA slippers. I carry TDA bag. I'm a moving billboard for my brand. So that promotion. So yeah, I think we are kind of on the same page. Yeah.
We are. So basically what I was saying is, I think even as a marketer myself, I will always say that product is the most important P. If you don't have that down, everything else is an absolute waste of time and resources.
Balderdash. I get you.
So I'm glad you started speaking because you didn't used to do that before. So thank you.
Yeah. I mean, part of why I started speaking is, I had to write it in a book. I don't know if you've seen my book before.
I haven't. I've not been able to get it yet.
So what it is, like I told you, I've been a part of a few brands, just helping a few brands to grow from like 50 million to billion. So I realized that, look, what makes me happiest is impact. When I wake up in the morning and I see the amount of thank yous on my phone, if I show you the amount of thank yous on my phone a day, I give God all the glory. But the amount of thank yous, they make me happier than any alert. So because of that, I say, you know what? I'm going to find a way to help more people horizontally. And the best ways to do that is via writing and speaking. So I have a lot of mentees. My DMs are full, but that's not. I don't think that's the right way to go about mentorship. I have a mentor too. I haven't seen him in 8 months or 9 months, but he's my mentor because what am I doing? I'm looking at him, what he's done, what he's achieved, how he's doing it, how he's running his family, and I'm picking bits and pieces. Mentorship is not sitting down talking. No, I don't believe in that. Anyone that has ever picked my book to read and gained anything from it, I've mentored in one way or the other. And this book, it's a 480-page book. Do you know what it takes to write a 480-page book? I documented the entire journey in here about TDA from beginning of my life to TDA to what we're planning, to where we're headed to. For me to not even say I want to write the next book is because I actually really care about impact. So, and then obviously I started getting invited to speak and all that. Initially, I'm very, I drag my foot about it, even for us to talk, see how far it's taken. But I realized that the more I speak, I have people walk up to me randomly on the road and say, thank you. I'm like, how did it help you? And then they start to repeat some of my words. Let me give you an example. There's a lady that came to me on the plane and said, sir, can I have a minute with you? I say, yes. What's up? She said, you are TDA. I say, yes. He said, there's an interview you did where you said, we go to church and say goodness and mercy shall follow us, but we don't realize that follow is an action verb. And you need to be on the move. You need to be on the move for goodness and mercy to follow you. And Mr. Dare, I've been praying for opportunities, but you said that. And I went to register a company. So now watch another of my episodes where I said, in fact, 2/3 of the word God is go. That I believe you should go. You should be on the move. Just move. A moving man meets his luck. A moving man meets his luck. She said, and she took the first step, just as if God sent me to her. The first step, nobody could have prepared her for this. That she got something, a very huge contract. That she's on this plane because she's going to China to go and bring goods to further resell. That this is her 6th trip. And she's making a lot of money, but that she cannot take it past God and some of the messages she read from me. Please tell me, if I held back and didn't speak, would I have been able to help that young lady? No. Am I happy? Yes. But as she told me, she didn't tell me, for me, I've done my bit. You give it to the world, just like God. God gave his only begotten son. There was nowhere in there he said that you must give me something back. That young lady was so appreciative. If she had $1 billion, she would have dashed me. So that's why I started speaking. Do I get some remarks sometimes like, you don't they talk again? I have some of my close friends, but I had breakfast with one of them this morning. My very good friend is an amazing guy. And he said, you don't go talk again, Abby. Very, very, but he's the same person that now started telling me some of the things that I said and how he's used them.
Yeah.
I said, I thought you said don't go talk again. He was appreciating the things that I said. I now told him a secret one time that, do you know I was paid 5 million to talk? Are you aware that I was paid 4 million to talk 3 weeks ago? He said, you're earning that kind of money? I said, no, it's not about the money for me. There's just some people that when you talk, they give you honorarium. And I will take it. I'll use it to help other people. I'll use it to fly. He's shocked. Does not know because he's focusing on the negative. He wants to pass snaking remarks.
Yeah.
So am I intentional about it? Yes. Do I take every speaking engagement? No.
Thank you for taking this one.
No, it's okay. Do I take every speaking engagement? No. Do I see the impact? Yes. I feel like it's my own ministry, allowing God to use me. Because we must democratize. Do you know that it's people like you and I that will change this country? It's not government. Government, civil service. They will not change this government. Imagine 10,000 of you and I in the economy. I'm hiring. By the time I look at all my stuff all over the world right now, I'm above 300. Imagine we have 10,000 people like me hiring 300, 300, 300, 300. When I look at some of my tailors sometimes, almost 70 tailors, I look at some of them, they could have been robbers. They could have been thugs on the street, snatch your bag. We've taken them off the street. These guys are earning, like I said on one or at Morale Show, they're earning better than bankers. And I can back it up with facts. Figures are there. These are guys now that are doing very well. If you see on my tailors, fresh boys. People like you and I will change this country with the things we are doing. So we're on the right path.
Let me bust your head. The funny thing is, you mentioned that specific statement you made, how goodness and mercy has to find
Absolutely.
you moving.
Absolutely.
That was literally, and this is not me, I'm not even gassing you, I'm not even lying. This was one word that made me move and start this podcast.
This is
For
why
real.
I'm talking.
For real.
This is why I'm speaking. And I'm glad. And the humility. So let me quickly chip in there. This morning, in one of our groups, Christian Designers Hub, a gentleman just wrote randomly, and one person sent my Moriah podcasting. Another person said, Mr. Dare and his team have been able to, just a random message this morning. I have to find a message for you. Then I'll come back to what you said. Just a random message this morning. Someone sent my podcast. Another person just said, thanks to Mr. Dare. See, he said, thanks. See, he said, you are welcome, but thanks. This is so inspiring. Thanks for sharing. He now came back and said, you are welcome. Thanks to Mr. Dare and his amazing team. I'm a direct beneficiary of his pace-setting moves in Nigeria. Please see my response to him.
Wow.
I told him, may the humility that made you type this take you far beyond your dreams in Jesus' name. That's what I want to say to you. Where there are some people that have learned from us, but pride, not allow them talk. The people I learn from, I just learned 4 P's from you now with so much humility. People I learn from, I let them know I learn from them. See what you're saying now, that what I said also gingered you to learn. The humility that made you say what you said, may it take you far in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much.
And well done. You are actually doing very well. I watched 1 or 2 while I was in the flight. I watched 1 or 2 of your episodes.
Oh, thank you.
You are doing fantastic. Let's make sure we build a business around what you're doing. I know you enjoy what you're doing, but let's build a business around it. Let's own and tell your story more. And let people know why you're doing what you do. Your why is more important than the what you're doing. Let people know what you're doing, why you're doing it. Speak more about it. Carry your brand, because it's a brand. Dollar is an institution now. Don't just think you are just an individual, because what you're doing is going to touch lives, right? So what you're doing, build a proper structure around it. I say it a lot, that it is structure that brings profitability to creativity. You're in the creative industry, put a structure around it, have people do the right things for you. If you need someone that will produce for you, let someone else do it. Don't try to do everything yourself. Build the machinery. Let them understand the dream. You'll be very shocked. Some of the things that you think that you're doing, some people do it better than you in your business. All right. Thank you for
Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of that, this is just me trying to leech off a little bit of advice from you, because especially when you're just starting something and resources are kind of lean and you're trying to figure that out, and definitely you need to outsource. There are people that are better at it. How do you manage that in those initial stages?
Okay. So, you really need to read this book. So what I realized is that a lot of questions that I've been asking, I've already written in this book. Do you have a 9-to-5?
I do.
So let me explain to you. When I started TDA, I borrowed 2 million to start. The 2 million I was meant to pay them 240,000 a month. For 12 months, I would have paid back with some profit. The people that invested in me, that borrowed me the money, don't borrow me the money because of the profit. They just believe that, that is integrity, right? I was not paying their 240 from cash flow. I was paying their 240 from my salary. It's the principle of other people's money to grow. To grow, you have to use other people's money, other people's access, other people's time. People you hire is other people's time. Other people's access is if you talk to me now, I introduce you to someone else. Other people's money is you use your husband's money or use your brother's money. That's why when you want to raise money, the first place you go to is F&F, it's friends and family. If you cannot explain your dream enough to your friends and family and to believe in you, how do you think you want to explain your dream to outsiders? So in the initial stage, you have to sacrifice. People want to raise money, they run to the market, go and raise money. Raising money is actually dangerous. It puts you under pressure of accountability, pressure of delivering returns. People that give you money are expecting returns. Most times, very many X's. So I usually advise people, don't go for money yet. Do what you're doing, maybe because you're in an expensive country like the UK. Do what you're doing with the resources you have. From your salary, inconvenience yourself. If you think you need to borrow money, borrow £500 from 5 of your family. Use that to start. Return their money. If you see that it's returning, if you don't return your money to your brother will not kill you. It will help you look at the business with love and see how it can work, introduce people to you, whatever it is, right? But when you go and collect money from TDA Investment House, it's not Dare Aliu you collect money from. There's a manager there who has KPI. He will be on your neck. He will squeeze your neck. If you come to me, I can just pity you. I'm just giving an example, right? So it's different. You have to sacrifice in the beginning. You have to reduce your lifestyle. You have to raise little money from friends and family. And when you're raising money from friends and family, it should not be a lot. Raise the best minimum. Then from what you make, you grow. All right.
Thank you for that.
If you need more advice, don't worry, we can take it offline. So that we don't dissect your business on this podcast.
I'm sure that is useful not just for me, for other people listening, because everyone is at a starting phase in some point, some point in some way.
But let me tell you before you go on, congratulations because you started.
Thank you.
Three-quarter of people that have ideas went to the grave with their ideas. You started. 2, you have the spirit of wanting to learn. You're yearning for knowledge. It's knowledge that will separate you from the next guy. You're even willing to learn. You're willing to put forth your foot forward. You're willing to learn. You're already successful in some rights. Don't ever be proud enough to not be teachable. Remain teachable at all times. You're already on your path to success. Then just make sure, like we said, the 4 P's, make sure your product is good. So you're already on the right path. That's what I wanted to say. But please go ahead, your question.
Thank you. So you've talked about your speaking, basically all the wisdom and nuggets that you share. So you have a reputation almost for challenging some of the things people accept as conventional wisdom, which I love, by the way. I'll take this as a 2-pronged question. Okay. What's one piece of branding? So we'll talk about branding and business. What's one piece of branding advice that everyone repeats that you fundamentally disagree with?
Like I told you, I'm very laser focused. I don't really care what's happening around me. But I don't believe in all this like mega PR unveiling. Just give people what they want and love people. I don't know. I have friends that pay some branding experts like 15 million, 20 million. I don't know about that. So I don't believe in runway. I don't believe in runway shows. I don't. I don't like runway things. I don't believe it converts. I don't believe in newspaper. I don't believe it converts. Instagram ads. I'm neither here nor there with it. Billboards. I've done it once because I just wanted to listen to my management. Let it not be like I'm stubborn. Was that the best way to use money? I don't think so. This is a better billboard. This is a better billboard.
Okay.
The best billboard is good product. Just serve your clients well. Your clients will speak about you. I've been in places where someone was talking about TDA. You know, I was the TDA guy. I loved it. Is that because he saw it in newspaper or heard it on radio? No, it's just good product. It was well served. In fact, we say product. There's something that I put a little above product. Weirdly, service. Do you know that even if your product is not bad, let's say average, I know people that if they get excellent service, they would rather be coming back. For instance, one of the reasons why people keep coming to TDA is not, why don't they the ones that can sew now? But you know 100% that if we tell you come tomorrow, you get it tomorrow. The rule internally is T-1. If I tell you to come and get your clothes tomorrow, it's ready today. That is a better branding stuff than any newspaper or radio advert.
Yeah.
Because that client will never forget. That client has colleagues. That client has family. That client has neighbors. That client has friends and acquaintances. They will speak about it in rooms you're not.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I answered your question, but that's
You
one
did.
thing that but, I believe in branding, but I feel it's personal. It's personal.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like
Do
you've
you know that in
cracked
GTP?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think you've cracked the code of personal branding. Like you just get, I think.
Have I?
Yeah, no, people have different.
I want to crack the code that $10 and Dangote have cracked. The code I want to crack is the code that $10 and Dangote. I want to have their money. Once I have their money and I'm going around in my jets, I'm tired of flying commercial flight. Once I crack that code, then I'll tell you I've cracked code. But I thank God. I give all the glory to God. All the glory to God.
Yeah. We'll just kind of end with a couple of lighter rapid fire questions.
Sure.
So I'll just kind of breeze through them a little bit. I assume that where you are at and who you are at now, building the brand has changed and shaped you in the same way you've changed and shaped it. What's one branding belief let's say business belief. What's one business belief you've completely changed your mind about that you used to think was the way?
That I needed money to start. That money was most important. Capital is not the most important thing.
What is?
Money is actually a tool. Money will come. It's you. How hungry are you? Are you ready? Are you ready to go the long mile? Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to do the hard work? There's so much money out there, dollar. There's so much dollar. Do you know that? Let's test this. If I tell you, I don't know if this is a good thing to say on a public forum, but if I need to commercially raise $1 billion because of the hunger and track record, I can raise it in 2-3 days. Because of the insecurity issue in Nigeria, I'm even careful to be talking like that. But I'm saying, money, there's so much money out there looking for where to go to. There's so much money looking for where to flow to. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
There's so much money looking for where to flow to. But do you have the value? The value is the goal. Do you have what you're going to receive the money into? So money is not the first thing when you are starting a business. I'm telling you, show that you even have it. Let me give you an example. TKO is a restaurant. I'm sat in TKO right now. The lady that founded TKO, Anita, fantastic chef, cooks very well, blah, 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 small shop. Conversation started like a joke. She's got a whole building now and doing well. Did she start with money? She didn't start with money. Started by cooking. She started to cook. Started to deliver what she's cooking. She had the spirit of excellence. We came in, we put in good money in there. She's got a whole restaurant. You know, somebody will be somewhere there crying, oh, I need 500 million to start a restaurant. No. Start from where you are and keep moving. Luck meets a moving man.
I feel like that's almost your tagline.
Because it's the truth. I've tested it. It worked.
Okay. The best compliment you've ever received about TDA?
Thank you. You saved me. I hear that every week. So, I have people that come to TDA, they've forgotten they have an event. Dare, please, you need to save me. I have a message on my phone. I'll show you again, but it has names on it. Dare, please, my daughter is getting married this weekend. It messed her and her husband up. I don't know which tailor they went to go and give. Dare, please save me. And in 2 days, I finished it. I man, you're such a lifesaver, guy. Where till we do without you? It's a big compliment, but I'll tell you, the best compliment is actually my staff. They tell me some heartfelt thank you sometimes. I'm sure 1 or 2 times maybe I've gone to my office to just put my head on the table and shed a tear or two, because those compliments were from the bottom of their stomach. A guy that in his family, they don't even listen to him. He's not had a job in forever. They hire you and you are earning more than everybody in your house. And now when they are doing family meeting, you must talk first. And he has a sense of purpose and direction. He's earning his salary on the day I tell him you earn it. From the days he's earning it for 6 years, the same day. Doesn't move. And I show him love. I can eat in their food. I don't form big man for them. And then he comes. Sir, thank you. That is a bigger compliment for me.
I love that.
Yeah.
So just the last one. One thing you will never compromise on.
My integrity. Never. If I wanted to have $1 billion already, I know what to do. I know the things to do. I mean, I might have a few nights in police station and EFCC, but I would do well. What do I live a peaceful life. A peaceful life. If you have a problem with me, it's probably you. You check yourself, because I don't go out looking for how to harm people or how to look for trouble or I'm chilled. I'm chilled. My integrity. I will never. Not even now that I'm so Jesus conscious. My integrity? Nah. For the sake of my family, for the sake of my name, I'm building the name. I don't want the name TDA to ever be dragged through the mud. I mean, not all this Instagram dragging. Anybody can just be angry with you and drag you. Please, not those ones. I'm talking of like where if someone has to drag the institution for something you guys actually do. No, I never want to do that. So I'm never going to compromise on my integrity. Never. They say never say never. I'm saying never. I'm not going to do anything that I cannot defend concerning the brand.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, Dare, thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
us. This has been
It's
an
okay.
incredible conversation. I found myself just listening to you. Usually I'm going through my notes. I was just actively listening because this was a master class. We've covered so much today. We've covered identity. We've covered world building, because even before we had a name for it, that's what you've been doing all these years.
Yeah.
World building. We've covered so much about business, and you've dropped so many nuggets, and thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. And I hope a lot of people I have definitely gotten a lot of value from this conversation, and I'm sure a lot of people have as well. So thank you
glad.
for coming down.
I'm glad. I'm very glad. I'm happy to do this, even if it's just one person. Even if it's just one person. And I wish you great success. I wish you all the best. God bless and keep you and go before you. Make the work of your hands be blessed.
Amen.
Thank you for having me, really. All right.
Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us on Branding Book Club. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who would enjoy it too. We'll see you next time for more conversations on brands, creators, and culture.